Hello kids, how are you? Welcome back to the session. As you know earlier, we have completed our chapter number 1, Two Big States. In Two Big States, we saw about two places. Which were they? Of course, it was Kannauj and Vatapi. Kannauj was being ruled by Harshvardhan, whereas Vatapi was being ruled by Pulkeshi II. And apart from this, in last, we saw a comparison between these two kings. So after this, now in this session, we are going to go through notes. There are few blanks, true or false, match the column, choose the correct alternatives and question answers. Let us go through that. Over here, we will start with question number 1. Choose the correct alternatives from those given below each question. Question number 1. Through this whole exercise, we are going to recapitulate our lesson number 1. So first question says, with the help of which Buddhist monk did Harshvardhan get his sister Rajashri revealed? I think you got the answer in your mind. She was Divakar Mitra. Where did Harshvardhan hold religious conference every 5 years? So just try to remember which was the place. Correct. It was in Prayag. Which great poet of Sanskrit adorned the court of Harshvardhan? So I think you are able to see options also out here. So out of all 4 options, which of this is a correct answer? Correct. It's option D, Banpat. Next one. Which university, that is educational center, was famous worldwide in the period of Harshvardhan? As you can see options over here, you can easily identify which was the place. It was the Nalanda University. Fifth one. From which town did gold find its way to India because of trade in the period of Harshvardhan? Now I'm not showing you any options, but I guess you already know the answer. Which was this place? That was Rome. Sixth one. Which Chinese traveler attended the 6th religious council held by Harshvardhan in Prayag? We already know about a Chinese traveler. Do you remember his name? Okay, I guess you know that. That is Hyun Sung. Next one we will see now. Question number 2. Fill in the blanks with appropriate words or number. Number 1. Harshvardhan forgot even his meal in carrying out dash. In carrying out what? In carrying out good deeds. Second one. The name of grand and prosperous library of Nalanda University was dash. So in previous class we already saw what was the name of that library. It was Dharmaganj. Dash yield of land revenue was recovered from people in the state of Harshvardhan. Do you remember we draw a small field and in that I showed how much percentage of revenue was being paid? So it was just 1/6. Dash coins were used as currency for trade and exchange in the period of Harshvardhan. So which were the coins? So gold or silver coins. Fifth one. Hyun Sung has noted that there were dash Buddhist mutts in the state of Harshvardhan. And we remember how many were they? 100. Sixth one. Pulkeshi II ruled for about dash years. How many years did he rule? Approximately he ruled 30 years. Now let us see question number 3. State whether the following statements are true or false. Number 1. The great poet Banpat had composed Kadambari. Is it true or false? So it is true. There was religious equality among the people of Harshvardhan. So is it true or false? Of course, Harshvardhan was treating each and every religion equally. So it is true. Third one. The Chinese traveler Hyun Sung had stayed in Nalanda University for 15 years and studied Buddhism. So is it true or false? It is false. He haven't stayed in Nalanda University for 15 years. Correct? Next one. Fourth one. Ashwamedh Yagna was performed by Pulkeshi II. Is it true or false? It is false. Why? It was not performed by Pulkeshi II. It was performed by Pulkeshi I. Fifth one. King Manglesh had made the capital Vatapi a very charming town or nagar. Is it true or false? Of course, false. Because King Manglesh has constructed the Grand Temple. You remember the Grand Vishnu Temple. Let us go through question number 4. Match the column A with column B. So over here we will see first question. The Valiant King of Kanauj. What do you think? You do not want any kind of options, I guess. It is, of course, Harshvardhan. Second one. The Valiant King of Vatapi was Pulkeshi II. Third one. Acharya Shilbhadra. Who was he? Correct. He was teaching in Nalanda University. Fourth one. The composer of Harshcharitra. So who composed it? We know. The great poet, Sanskrit poet, Banbhat. Let us see question number 5. Answer the following question. Question number 1. How was the daily routine of Harshvardhan? Do you remember the daily routine was been divided into how many parts? 3 parts. Correct? Which were they? The first one was been for only state administrative work. The second one was for public welfare. And the third one was allotted to religious deeds. Question number 2. Which deeds of public welfare had Harshvardhan done? We already know he constructed a lot of things. Let us recapitulate that. He constructed rest house, step wells, lakes, mutts and viharas for public welfare. Along with this, he also put a ban on killing of living creature. Correct? He put a ban on hunting animals or birds. Question number 3. What was the difference between Pulkeshi II and Harshvardhan's personality? We saw this, correct, in the last lecture. Harshvardhan was contented, whereas he stopped fighting battles after winning a few battles. In comparison to him, while Pulkeshi II was ambitious, he continued waging wars. This was the difference between Pulkeshi and Harshvardhan. Fourth one. Why did the state of Kanauj could not extend beyond Narmada? We already know there was a battle fought between Harshvardhan and Pulkeshi where Harshvardhan lost the battle, right? At which place? At river Narmada. So after that, Harshvardhan halted and he did not had any kind of battle, and due to which he could not extend beyond Narmada. Fifth one. In which different things was Harshvardhan better than Pulkeshi II? So there were a lot of things, right? So which were they? First one, Harshvardhan was doing a very good state administration. Correct? He was also doing a lot of public welfare deeds. Correct? He was pursuing a lot of religion, allowing each and every religion to be in his state. Correct? He was donating a lot of things. Right? He was always interested in education and literature. So we can tell that Harshvardhan was better than Pulkeshi II. Let us see sixth one. This is about a reason. Why do we know Harshvardhan as a great donor? Any idea? Okay, you guessed correct. Harshvardhan held a huge religious congregations at Prayag every 5 years. And what he used to do in this Prayag? He donated all his wealth from his state treasures that he had collected during 5 years to all the sadhus, saints, Brahmins, learned men, etc. All the people who needs this wealth was being donated by Harshvardhan to those peoples. He also gave away his own ornaments in donation. For this kind of generosity, we call him a great donor. Let us see question number 5. Write a short note on life of the people in Harshvardhan's period. How were people living in Harshvardhan's period? I have given 1 or 2 examples out here. You can see that. Number 1, there were 4 major classes of caste in Harshvardhan's time. The system of living behind the parda and the system of intercaste marriage were not at all popular. There were few evil customs. Sati, that means burning the wife after the death of her husband on his funeral. Child marriage, polygamy, this thing has been started up. Third one, people took milk products, milk, wheat, rice, fruits and vegetables for food. People put on simple white and clean dresses. These are only 3 points. You need to write at least 4 points. So identify 1 more point from the previous lectures and you are able to fill up the last point in your own simple words. Thank you everyone.